Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so y'all see the title, so y'all already know what the story's about. Pregnant at 17, and like how I told my parents and then how I hid it. Before I start, I just want to say, if you a family member was like really mom, dad, or like an older grown up, please don't watch this. That's embarrassing. Like, chill, stay in your place and chill. Also, I'm not telling this video to like influence it or like for y'all to go out and do it or whatever. Really, I'm just telling this because it's my story time, it's my life. So yeah. I'm gonna first tell y'all how I found out. So basically, it was in December, and okay, it was in December, right? And it's me, my sister, and my cousin. We on a dance team or whatever. So we was supposed to be practicing dancing. Y'all know how like y'all supposed to be doing something, but like y'all gotta tell each other something like every day, so y'all don't really practice a lot. It was basically like that. So we was out practicing. I don't know what day it was, but we was practicing. It was supposed to be practicing. I think we was probably sitting in a car. I think we was, but I don't know how I said that, but something happened, and I'm like, oh yeah, my period come next week, but if it don't come, then y'all know. But I'm just joking, no serious, like not serious at all, whatever, right? So then the following week, I don't know what day it was, but the following week I ended up saying the same thing. So I'm like, yeah, my period come next week, but if it don't, yeah, y'all know. Still joking. I don't know what even made me say that a second time. So my cousin like, nah babe, you said that last week, like what's going on? So I'm like, whoa, let me go see. So I go see, and it was like, y'all know that little calendar app or whatever. I go see, and I'm like, oh no, I'm tripping, my period comes in 3 days. So yeah, my period comes in 3 days or whatever, right? So the 3 days end up coming or whatever, and I'm not on it. But I'm not tripping, because really, like, sometimes my period can come before I'm supposed to be on it, or like a couple of days before I'm supposed to be on it, or a couple of days after I'm supposed to be on it, or it could like hit that day. It's like that or whatever. So I'm not really tripping off of it or whatever, right? So still doing me, still going to school, whatever. I never had symptoms, or I didn't have symptoms yet. So yeah. What happened? I ended up spotting like a couple days. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's my period, good. But I spotted for like a little bit, and then it never came back. So then that's when I started getting scared, and then I was getting scared right there. And then I'm looking up like, what does it mean if you spot? But I spotted before and hit my period, so I'm thinking like just regular, because that's what happens. So I'm looking up like, what if you spot and then next thing your period just stop or whatever, and it's like pregnancy. And I'm like, bro, no, I'm not believing that or whatever. So then one day after school, I'm talking about, like this used to be on my mind like heavy at school, whatever, right? So one day school ended or whatever, and I'm like, let me just go see. Like, let me just go see. I can, like, I'd rather know than just walking around not knowing type. So I ended up going to Walgreens, getting a test, doing the test or whatever. And after I did it, I ended up going. I was on the way home, but I had to go get gas. So when I did it, I didn't wait to look at them. I like put them up, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to look at these for real, because I'm kind of scared. So I put them up, and then I went to go get gas, and then pump gas, whatever, and now I'm about to be on my way home. So I'm like, before I get home, let me just go ahead and look at them or whatever. Y'all, I look at them things, and I kid you not, I had two of them, because the clear blue whatever, so it was two of them in the packet. So the first one was like this, and then the other one, I think it was like this. It was something like that. Whatever how it say positive, that, or whatever how it be saying positive. It was that. And then the other one's like pregnant in bold letters. No, it wasn't bold, but still, it was like pregnant. So I'm like, oh shoot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I didn't know how to react. So I'm like I'm looking at like this real type. Y'all, I went home, and we wasn't even supposed to be having dance practice that day, but I'm like, yeah, y'all, we need to have dance. I'm like, yeah, y'all, we need to have dance practice. Like, I need to come talk to y'all, whatever. So what happened? Oh wait, hold on, before I say that, I looked at them or whatever. I was on the way home. Like, the gas station is like right around the corner from my house or whatever. So I get in the house, mama working, I don't say nothing to my mom. I walk in, when I walk in, I'm looking at the tests in my room like, yo, like these really positive or whatever. So yeah, called them, I'm like, yeah, we need to have dance practice or whatever. I told my mom, like, we got dance practice, I'm gonna go. So I leave or whatever. I get down there with my sister and my cousin, and I'm like, y'all. And they like, what? I'm like, close your eyes or whatever. So I give them both a test, and they like, oh my god, this is that and the third. And we like, yeah, what we gonna do? I'm like, yeah, what we gonna do? Because we in this together, not just me, y'all too. LOL. So that happened. Yeah, that was that. That's how I found out. I found out on what? It was December 14th. So that's the day I found out or whatever, right? And y'all, I'm not gonna lie. When I found out, I did not tell nobody. That's like, I'm not gonna lie. Was I the type to go like found out and then go straight to my mom and tell her? No, y'all, I kid you not. I didn't tell my mom for like a whole month, basically. Like, what? I was going to school pregnant, and I knew it. Whatever. Wasn't telling nobody. Oh, I'm tripping. Sorry, my boyfriend knows. So I told him what? When I found out, I told him or whatever. And after what? After I told them, I ended up going to his house and we ended up talking about it or whatever, right? So then fast forward, school, you know, I know whatever. I wasn't experiencing symptoms or anything, so yeah. Then Christmas break ended up hitting, and then back to school. So we finna start going back to school, whatever, right? And it's the day before school start, like the day before, like back to school after from winter break. So I'm like, nah, I gotta need to my mom. Like, I'm scared and I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be hiding this for her this long. Like, it's been a month, so I'm not finna just like keep going and not tell her. So I'm like, okay, it was the night, right? Cause it got later on that night. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta tell her, but I'm trying to figure out like how to tell her. So I'm in my room, right? And I'm thinking like, how close to say this? Cause I'm not finna be like, oh mom, I'm pregnant, because I don't know why, but I cannot say that word for nothing. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be like, mom, I'm with child. Like, like y'all know how they said it on Norbit. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, mom, I'm with child. Like, I don't know. I was so scared and I didn't know how to tell her. So I'm in the bathroom like practicing it. Like, bro, how am I gonna tell her this? Like, I really did not know how to tell her. So I'm in the bathroom practicing it, and yeah, and then it's like I'm going to her room, walking back, going to her room, walking back. It's just like, bro, I am so scared and I don't know how she's like finna react. So fast forward a little bit. After I did all that, I'm talking about, y'all, it took me probably like almost 2 hours to actually go through with it. So I'm in her room or whatever, and I'm like, mom, I gotta tell you something. And she like, what? And I'm like, I don't know how to tell you. And the thing about it, while I'm saying all this, it's like my face keeps smiling, but I'm not smiling. Like, I'm not like smiling, I'm not happy about it, but it's just like, bro, like, I'm really finna tell my mom this. And I don't know, like, for me, I'm more the type to like, before I cry, I'm gonna laugh, basically. So I'm smiling, I'm like, now let me stop smiling before she think like I'm being funny, or like she think like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm like, now let me stop smiling. Really, I wasn't smiling, but I'm smiling. If you know what I mean, then yeah. So I'm like, yeah, mom, I gotta tell you something. She like, what? I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna tell you this or whatever. So I was letting her guess. Like, she was just saying stuff and I'm letting her guess. And she like, this, no. And I'm like, no. So then she like, you had sex? And I'm like, yeah. Sorry, it's not funny. But she like, you had sex? And I'm like, yeah. And she like, you pregnant? And I'm like, yeah. No, I'm not like, I don't say it like that, but I'm just shaking my head like or whatever. So she like, oh, Nalia, whatever. So she like, do he know? And I'm like, yeah, you know. And she like, do his parents know? And I'm like, I don't know. Y'all, we went to that man's house that night. Or whatever. So it's so funny because we was on the way to his house, right? But while we on the way to his house, it's this dog in the middle of the street. I kid you not. The dog would not move out the middle of the street. So basically, mama can't go because the dog in the middle of the street. She's trying to go. That dog was right there. So I'm thinking like, dang, the dog really trying to save me or whatever. No. So dog not moving or whatever. We get to his house. We get to his house, whatever. His parents know, and yeah, really that was it. Like, his parents found out. And I'm not gonna say like nobody was mad, because of course like they mad or whatever, or they felt a way about it. And yeah, that was really it for them or whatever. And then I ended up coming back home, and my mom ended up calling my grandmother. So my grandmother, my sister, they come up here whatever. And we all just talking about it, and they like, do you know for sure? And I'm like, yeah, I took a test, whatever. And they just like, you sure? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like set you an appointment for tomorrow. And yeah, so basically I didn't go to school the next day because I was supposed to go to the appointment. But I don't know, like, I don't know how the appointment thing went, but I didn't go to the appointment the next day. But yeah, I didn't go to school, and either way I wasn't going to school, to be honest, either at all, because it was like 2 o'clock when I went to sleep. Like, it was late last night because I took forever to tell her, so it ended up getting like late last night. I ended up going to sleep at like 2 o'clock, so I didn't go to school the next day. But then the next day I ended up going to school, and y'all, I promise you, I was just so glad I told her, because bro, the whole entire time I'm at school, your girl was throwing, I threw up like probably like, I threw up about 3 times at school, no cap. I threw up like 3 times, and I was just coming home like, bro, I feel sick, like this is not it. And she like, just go to your nurse. So I told my nurse about it. That was the first person I told. No, the first like person at school I told. So I tell her about it. She giving me like saltine crackers, and then my mom ended up coming to school to like give me ginger ale like that. That helped a little bit. Saltine crackers, I ended up throwing them up, but the ginger ale, that ended up helping. So I drank that, and then it didn't make it like better, but it like calmed it down or whatever. So yeah. What else? Oh, my nurse, she was asking me, she was like, well, do you want to tell teachers about it, like, so they'll know, and like if you like do something, then they understand why you're doing something? I'm like, no, because first of all, I know how teachers are. Teachers, they say that they won't tell nobody, but they gonna tell another teacher. Another teacher gonna tell another teacher, and you know how like some of the teachers be close to the students, so them teachers gonna tell the students, and that's how word gets spread. I'm not stupid. So I didn't tell nobody. I told her no, like, don't tell nobody or whatever. And then yeah, that's really like how my parents found out about, well, my mom found out about it, and then his parents found out about it. And then I ended up telling my dad like 3 months later. Yeah, I ended up telling him 3 months later or whatever. So basically my mom, she was telling me, she was like, oh no, like you need to tell your dad, like, yeah, you need to tell your dad about it or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's late again, y'all. It's nighttime. Why are you telling me this now and it's nighttime? Like, you should have told me this next morning. So she like, you need to tell him about it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just tell him about it tomorrow. And she like, nah, you need to tell him right now. I'm not gonna lie, that made me so mad, because why I gotta tell him right now? It's nighttime. Like, what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? So I ended up telling him that night. He ended up coming. No, she called him. I'm sorry if I'm moving my hands. I'm talking a lot or talking fast. It's like I'm talking fast, but if I am talking fast and you don't understand, I'm sorry. So yeah, she ended up calling him, and he ended up coming over, but he came over like kind of late. Yeah, he came over late. Like, I don't know what time it was, because he was getting off work. So he came over kind of late. And then when he came over, I was actually asleep. So my mom ended up waking me up. And he was there. So I'm like, hey, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey. I'm like, hey. He like, yeah, what you need to tell me? And he like, something wrong? And I'm like, no. Like, I don't know. Whatever. And he like, what? He was like, when this happened? Like, this just happened or what? And I'm like, nah, this happened 3 months ago. And he like, oh, you pregnant? And I'm just like, yeah. And he just like, So he just like, or whatever. He just shaking his head basically. And I promise you, that man ain't saying nothing else. The only thing he did was shake his head. He was just like, And he ended up leaving. So really, that was it. And then yeah, that's how I told my parents. So how did I hide it? I'm not gonna lie. Really, I didn't know I was gonna be able to hide it like that well, or like at least like 8 months. So basically, like when I told my mom about it, like we would talk about it every day or whatever, and she would be like, well, how you gonna go to school? Like, you know you're gonna get big and you're gonna be at school. And I promise you, y'all, if I got big and I was at school, I wouldn't be going to school. So she was asking me about it. She was like, well, do you want to continue going to school, or do you want to get homeschooled or whatever? Because like you're gonna be big and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna be big for real. Like, I'm small already, so really I don't think I'm gonna be big. So basically, yeah, I didn't get big. I was going to school every day. Well, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning it was like when I was going to school, like I was throwing up, or like I just didn't feel good. So I'll be at school just nauseous or whatever. Like the smell of the food, like everything. I talked to like a group of people, but I didn't want to like make it seem like I'm just not talking to them. So I didn't want to make it seem like nothing was wrong basically. So I'm like, let me try to talk to them still, whatever. But like some people, it was just like, bro, I'm not talking. Like I used to be in class with my head down, and I think they just think like I was just mad or something. No, your girl was so nice. So yeah, I used to be in class with my head down, whatever, and they used to think whatever they was thinking, but it was just like, yeah, girl's nauseous, and I was just not talking to nobody, whatever, right? And then, wait, after I went to like the doctor, whatever, and they started giving me like nauseous pills, that's when everything started to cool down and be better. Cause I used to have these bands or whatever, but they was not really doing nothing. So yeah, I was still going to school, still acting like everything was fine, or whatever. Nobody knew, or I wasn't telling nobody either. Like I didn't tell none of my friends at school, because I'm not even gonna do that. First off, I'm not gonna say I don't trust y'all, but yeah, be for word gets spreaded, and I wasn't gonna be one of the types, I promise you, because it be girls like that be at school that people be knowing they pregnant, but I'm not the type. I'm sorry, I don't want nobody to know, because yeah, I'm not even, yeah. So yeah, nobody knew. What else? I'm trying to think, like, what happened. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know what I was about to say. But nobody knew, and I was just going around, like going to school regular, acting like everything was fine. And then what happened? Like during like the end of the year, I guess, like nobody still knew. Nobody still knew. And I ended up, what, oh my god, I don't know, like nobody knew basically. Oh, okay, so like basically like during the end of school year, or like while school was like, while months was approaching, or like going further in my pregnancy or whatever, like I wasn't big at all. I was not showing, like I can show y'all pictures, picture, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all some pictures right here. So yeah, I was not big like at all. Like I had a little stomach, and because like I'm already skinny, so then my stomach started going out. It was just like, it looked regular basically, and then like my shirts would be able to hide it. And like the thing with me, I didn't have to wear like them big clothes, like baggy joggers, or like big shirts, big sweatshirts and all that stuff. I didn't have to do that because like you couldn't see it, or whatever, right? So what, going to the end of my pregnancy, like probably like last week of school, I was wearing joggers. That was just because, yeah, your girl didn't want to wear no clothes or whatever. But yeah, I didn't have to wear like big clothes or whatever. So basically school ended for me, and when school ended, that's when I hit like, or I was around 8 months, and then that's why I was like, to me, I don't care no more, because I'm out of school. Like really, I just didn't want people to know like when I was in school. And then after 8 months hit and I was out of school, I was just like, if you know, you know, because it is what it is at this point or whatever. And then, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, really, like the only people that I told, or the only people that ended up finding out, was really like family, because I ended up having a baby shower like what, the next month. And then that's when, because my mom was like, how you gonna have a baby shower and you're not, like, nobody even know you're pregnant, so how you gonna have a baby shower? And then she was like, hey, you gonna tell everybody a month before your baby shower, whatever. So really, the whole point of me telling people was just so they can come to my baby, was just them to know about my baby shower, whatever. Mom was like, nobody's gonna come to that. Or she was like, you shouldn't do that, and I definitely did it. After them 8 months hit and school was over, I started telling them, and then I was like, yeah, invited to my baby shower. My baby shower was so pretty, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I can put like a video of my baby shower, how it looked, I'm gonna definitely do that, because my baby shower was so pretty. Oh yeah, like to be honest, nobody really knew, so like family people or whoever came to my baby shower. Like I was not going out posting on Instagram or any social media thing. I was not doing that, because really it's like, it's not y'all business to know for real. Like you know, but if you don't know, then you just don't know. It's really not your business, because you know what I'm saying, because y'all don't do nothing but really just be people's business, trying to talk about them, and I ain't had time for that. I don't have time for that. So that's why I didn't really tell people whatever. And yeah, to be honest, I think that's just it. Hold on, wait, let me see, because I had to y'all had to make some notes to figure out what I was supposed to be saying. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I said everything I was supposed to say, y'all. So yeah, really that's it to my story. Oh, let me do some little facts, okay, because I didn't even tell y'all about my child. So yeah, I'm gonna tell, I already had her. I'm not pregnant right now, so yeah, I already had her. She's a month right now. Her name is Denaje. She's a girl, of course. Her name is Denaje. I think her name is so pretty. Like, I don't know, I feel like that name is just so different. Like, you probably heard the name Denaje before, but I feel like not a lot of people got that name. And then you probably don't know a girl with that name, so I feel like that name is just so pretty. Y'all, I love her to death. That's my little baby. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I love her so much. What else? Yeah, that's it. So y'all, this is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on if you subscribing. If y'all need to like ask me questions about anything, or like say y'all like about to be a teen mom, or y'all already are a teen mom or whatever, and y'all need to talk to somebody about something, y'all can definitely talk to me. Like I'm cool, and y'all can definitely talk to me about anything. If you need to comment anything, do that. But if you want to get more personal, then text me on Instagram. Then my Instagram right here. And yeah, bye. Love y'all.